I live in New York City. If I can take great photos in my New York City apartment in my dining area with just the window light, so can you. You can definitely find a spot in your home. So what I want to show you is where I take a lot of my photos, and I want you to be aware of when the time of day is best in your home for when you can take photos. So right now, for example, it's mid-afternoon. It's about 3:30 or 4 o'clock, and the light is perfect on this side of my apartment. This is my living room dining area. I'm going to show you in a second. And at this time of day is when the light filters in. It's not bright, bright, bright. It's not flooding with light, but it's a perfect amount of light. And this is when the time of day that I usually photograph things. So whether it's products or something that I want to shoot for my Instagram account, this is the time of day I'll do it because I know the quality of light is going to be great. And I'm going to show you where I do it right now. So you can see this is the corner of my dining room, and this is where I do a lot of my photographing. So the window is over here. You see it's coming, the light is coming in from the window, and I usually set up right here on this table or even on this chair. And I'll show you my setup, but it could be as simple as that. Find a window. I also have the windows in my living room as well. But all you need to do is find a window and take notice of what time of day the light looks the best. Is it too bright? Is it too dark? So I want you to start making notes of when the light looks best in your home. So because I live in an apartment, my natural light source is pretty much limited to the window if I want to take photos from home. But if you live in a house, you definitely have more options. So a few of them could be, aside from the windows, you can use your backyard. You can open up the front door and see how the light looks coming into your entryway. You can use your driveway. You can use your garage. Go into your garage if you have one, open the garage door and see how the light looks filtering into your garage. If you have a driveway, see how the light looks there. Are there any shady areas? So I really want you to start paying attention to the light and where you can make use of that light. So if your home isn't an option, where else can you make use of natural light? Can you bring your stuff to a park? Can you just go outside of your building or somewhere else in your home? Can you go to a friend's house? Can you use someplace, if you work in an office, can you look around your office and see where there's natural light? What about if you work in a co-working space? Maybe there's some natural light coming in there. So I want you to start getting creative. First, I would say check around your home, pay attention to where the light is coming from and the time of day that it's best. And if your home isn't an option, try to think creatively and think about where else can you make use of the natural light. So think outside, a friend's house, in an office, a coffee shop, or if they'll allow you to do that. But, you know, just start to pay attention to where you can make use of natural light. Something else I want you to pay attention to is the direction of the light and how it relates to whatever you're going to be photographing, whether it's your hats or anything else that you might want to photograph for social media. You want to pay attention to how the light is hitting your subject and where the shadows lie. So say, for example, right now, I'm directly facing the window. The window is directly opposite me, so my whole face is lit up. But as I turn around, I want you to watch my face so you can see how it's going to create shadows. So you see, as I'm moving, you see how the shadows are starting to turn because the light from the window is now on the side. And now the more I move away from the window, it's creating more shadows. So only this side of my face is lit up because that's where the window is, but this side is in shadow. And I'm gonna show you later on how we can fill those shadows in, so don't worry about it, but I just want you to pay attention to where the light is coming from. So now as I move around again, now the light is completely behind me. This is called being backlit, meaning the light is behind me and there is no light in front of me. We don't usually want to use this kind of lighting when we're photographing our subjects because you see how dark it is. And now again, I'm moving back, and this time because the window is on this side of me. This side of my face is lit up and this side is in shadow. And as I move back, you see my face is becoming brighter. And here we are, back to facing front. So I want you to do that. You can do that with your phone of your own face, just like I did, or you can, you know, move a subject, your hat around, and see, just pay attention to how the light is hitting your hat and how it's creating shadows. And I'm going to show you again how we're going to photograph it and how to fill in those shadows. So right now it's morning time, and you can see the same spot that we had the other day in the dining area. It's not as lit up because my windows face west. So it's morning time, so the light is actually coming from the east. So this would not be a spot where I would photograph right now. However, if you look, you'll see that there's light coming from the other side of my apartment. So it's coming from, you see the bathroom window is open and it's letting in all of this great light. So if I wanted to, I can photograph right in this spot, right over here, because there's a lot of light coming from the window in my bathroom. I don't actually have to be directly in my bathroom. I can be right in this spot, or if I wanted to, I can set up in the bathroom over there. So this is just to show you to pay attention to the light. Look for where the light is coming and write down at what time of day it's coming from in different areas of your home.